Haru and Yuki. Yuki Haru. Haru and Yuki. Yuki Haru.
The Ox and Rat Podcast, also known as Oars. Good morning, everybody. It is the Ox and Rat Podcast. Usual suspects, Satsuki the Savage, Perry. Perry, you want to say something to the people? I fuck with it. As a night, I fuck with it. Today, we are joined by a special guest, fellow M5 member, fellow Muslim, Shakz. Shakz, what's good? Oh, nigga, it sound like you about to spit some bars from beyond the fucking beyond prison, nigga. Sound like TK, man. Oh man. Hey man, we'll deal with it. It do sound like you about to rap straight from prison, nigga. I ain't capping. Now hold on, say this real quick. I'm gonna be home soon. Yeah. All right, man. This is episode 4 of Kaguya-sama, Ultra Romantic. So this episode, we actually got the title drop of that and where it came from, Ishigami. I think how I want to structure this podcast this time is just talk about everything that happened with each individual characters. Really, I would say it was like 5 significant things that happened, or five significant characters in this episode. And I kind of want to start with the person who left the least amount of impact in the episode, and we can just go from there. So Miko this episode, her whole drive was to get first in her class, at least, because I guess she just didn't believe that she could beat Shirogane and Kaguya, so she just wanted to stay first. Actually, no. Before I even get into the actual episode, I gotta ask Shakz a couple of things, since it's his first time on this show. So Shakz, who is your favorite character in the series? Okay. I finally got a twin in that, because damn, everybody Chica stands. And we gonna have a dialogue about Chica, because this episode really exposed her in my opinion. Okay? But another thing I wanted to ask you is how do you feel about this season so far in comparison to other seasons? Yeah, I think so far in this season, at least, just with 4 episodes, we're getting into more of the story rather than the comedy elements. The comedy is still there, but I feel like, especially season 1, was a lot of the slapstick type of comedy, and you didn't take things as serious, even though there was serious episodes like the last 2 maybe, or last 3. But I feel this episode is more towards getting into the characters and their development and what makes them tick. Yeah. Yeah. And all right, let's get to it. This episode. First, we got Choco in the chat. Shaq's guest appearance. Praying emojis, you know what I'm saying? Hey, is that my boy Reggie? You know what I'm saying? Is that my boy? Hey, Chibi. Shaq's is quiet. Oh, you can't hear Shaq's? Really? Oh, they might not be able to. Okay. They might not have been. Okay, it's because the settings I had on It's the settings I had on my OBS. They should be able to hear y'all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So it was a you thing. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So let's get into the episode, man. First, Miko, because I feel like she had like she was the quietest in this episode. So her whole thing, she wanted to be first in her class. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Miko? Miko, starting with Shakz.
I'm enjoying the character so far. I like that her and Miyuki are like the number one students of their respective grades. Cause yeah, she's a year younger, right?
Yeah. First
Yeah,
year
I like
along
how
with
they're both
Ishigami.
Yeah, I like how they're both holding it down at the top, and you could tell like it drives her crazy. Like the way like when they were doing that little bit at the beginning of the episode where they were like all lying about like their studying habits and whatnot, or like what they were really studying for.
Yeah.
And she was going crazy. Like they had her looking like a kaiji character for like a still.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was like a split second.
Yeah, man. I like Miko's character a lot. I hope we get more of her this season.
What about you, Perry?
Yeah, I really like this episode because like Shaq said about Miko, it kind of shows like I completely forgot that she was like the number one in her class. So like just knowing about this shows like the student council is kind of stacked. Like you got like number one in like second years, number one in the first years. You also got Kagi who's like number two for the second years. Like that classroom is kind of stacked though, kind of stacked with heavy hitters. But yeah, like Shaq was saying, yeah, Miko was funny as hell because she basically her whole like identity of being like be able to boss people around and having like an iron fist on the discipline committee is based on her ability to be number one in the class. So like just her failing or being number two would undermine her like position for her.
And yeah, that's what I really wanted to talk about with Miko, because this is what has been going on in Kaguya this season, especially with some of the little things that we learn about the characters throughout these episodes. It doesn't feel as significant, but I feel like it will be later on. So with this whole thing going on with Miko and her drive to be first, I think the episode didn't have the correct tone as to how she really feels about it, because I think it's way more serious than you know. They're playing it up for gags, obviously, but I think this means so much to her, because if she does not have that, if she loses her authority, that's another blow to her character. I was watching the AK podcast. Shout out to my boy Shoko and Reggie. Their podcast, they talk about Kaguya. Talk about it earlier than us. They talked about Miko's insecurities, because when she was listening to the weird ass affirmation ASMR thing, that kind of showed us that she needs that just to get through the day, and she just doesn't have like she doesn't have the internal drive to get through things. So her being second in her own class is going to undermine her authority, which is going to severely hurt her confidence. So in a way, she's kind of like Ishigami.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that kind of like goes back into like everything that happened to her. Because like remember when Ishigami was talking about like when she first ran for like president or something and she failed, and like everybody was like bullying her and talking bad about her, and like just seeing the amount of pressure she has on her, I can see how like the words of affirmation from like from music or like a podcast will be very important for her to like, because it shows that she doesn't have self confidence in herself, but she needs somebody to like affirm her like beliefs and her attitude and the actions she does, which is through by like the being number one in class or like having someone say it to her and being praised by it.
And in that line of thinking too, it also makes you wonder how her friend is dealing with this, because as far as we know, this is Miko's only friend. So how much pressure is going to be on her to maintain her psyche? We haven't really gotten to that character, but as I said, we've been getting bits and pieces of things that I feel is going to be fleshed out later. So keep an eye out on not only Miko's psyche, her self-confidence, but also her friend, because I think it's a lot of pressure on a single friend to instill confidence in you to, be the best you can be. So yeah. Next character. Okay, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming at the Chica stands.
Okay, real life.
I'm coming. Listen, hey, say something about Chica. Go ahead, you got the floor. What you want to say about Chica, man?
She's great, man. She a hustler, man. Not everybody like grinder like Chica, man. She out here hustling, man. Get into the bag. How can you hate a hustler like Chica, man?
Nah, I don't hate her. Hey, but shout out to Choco because they opened my eyes on her. They was like, yo, Chica is just a straight life. She a politician to a T, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Because we kind of like laugh at it, but no, she is low key grimy as hell, bro.
She a schemer. She
get into the bag, man. This is what happens, man. Yeah. Look, man. This is what happens. What's wrong with y'all, man? You ain't trying to get to the bag like Chica, man. You ain't hustlers like that.
I guess not, man. I'm not no sellout.
Sell out? What you sell out to?
Man, you know.
I don't know.
Hold on. Yo, why is they not showing our little thing? Hold on. They hoeing me. Hold on. I'm trying to get it on stream to where it's like showing us talking because it's not showing that for some reason. What happened? Shaq's fucked up everything. Oh.
What happens when you bring special guests?
Oh,
man?
what I do?
You gotta get vetted, man.
I don't know what the hell you did.
That background check didn't come back clear, man.
Mm-hmm.
All of us the same Shakz, man. You left Discord for a month, man. I don't know it's the same you.
Wait, what happened? I'm so confused.
Could be one of them saucy clones.
Oh shit, cocaine clone.
Hey, stop saying that.
Nigga.
Cocaine clone. That shit never left my mind.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to do this. I might have fucked it up, to be honest. But I ain't gonna let y'all know that. There we go. Hey!
You got it?
Yeah. Hold on. Y'all see everybody on... Look at that. Everybody here. We all here. Yeah, we all on stream now. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
All right, so going back to Chica, man. My issue with Chica, it's nothing bad that they done with her, but it's because we're seeing so much from everybody else. I feel like everybody else is getting fleshed out, be it little, big, medium, whatever. But Chica's the only one I feel is being left in the dust when it comes to characterization and development. She doesn't have anything other than the whole chaos gimmick, in my opinion, so far. And I want more for her.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, because if you look at all the characters, she's definitely the weakest in terms of like developing a character. She's really just there for like shits and giggles. Like, if it's a Chica episode, you know it's gonna be funny.
And we don't get Chica episodes. That's the thing. It's
yeah.
Shirogane and Kaguya featuring Chica. It's never. Is she like who a artist that always like good on features but like ass on like Lil Baby? Some shit like that.
I don't know, Lil Baby. It'd probably be like
Ty Dolla $ign.
I don't listen to that nigga.
Around 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. Oh, we. I guess like now, yeah. I guess now. Yeah, man.
She's just there to stir the pot.
We need more, man. We need more. That's all I'm asking for. I don't hate Chica. I like everybody in the student council. I just think that if we're getting all of this from Miko, Ishigami, Shirogane, Kaguya, we should get something for even Hayasaka stepping up. Even a random character like Mako made me go, damn, I really like this character. But Chica hasn't had that for me yet.
Hey man, Chica know her role, man. Look, y'all want to step out her role, man. She play her role. She like Jeremiah Green, man. She do the dirty work that y'all ain't trying to get down dirty with.
Well,
Drama, man.
She could still have her thing. I don't think any of the characters are diminished in what makes them funny by them being developed more. Like I don't think Ishigami's less funny, even though we're kind of uncovering or unraveling the self-deprecation that he goes through. Same with any of the other characters. You know, there should be an added layer to Chica. I don't know if that will happen, but I guess we'll see.
I honestly thought this episode was gonna be a Chica episode, especially how like the second episode, like the second part of the episode, like kind of correlates like going to Chica house and having like a big summer party. I thought that was gonna be like her episode.
I mean, I guess her plot point is the fact that she thinks Shirogane is gay now. I guess that. So she's gonna be Detective Chica, like sus Among Us Chica.
Yeah, she hopped through the vents, man.
I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know what that means, but okay. Fader Moon said, haven't watched the episode yet. Did Shrek appear? Not yet. We're gonna get that though.
Who's Shrek?
Bless G for the shout out. Pray for Asaragi. She's on the 24-hour call. Yeah. Asaragi's probably being used like Hayasaka. If you guys don't remember, Asaragi's Miko's friend.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I need that.
The one with the glasses, yeah.
Okay.
She could slide with it. Shout out to the big rat.
Hey, shout out Light Rule. That's my guy.
Yep, all of you on the screen. She could bring us the games. Yeah. She be playing too much though. But next person to talk about, Shirogane. So he still has the whole thing where he wants to be first. Honestly, it wasn't that much with him, but I think this just kind of it reinforces the idea that Shirogane is insecure in his role, or not his role, but his status in the school, because he doesn't come from affluence. So the one thing that separates Shirogane from everyone else is his grades and him being the student council president, but that's, a byproduct of his grades. So thoughts on Shirogane and him in this episode?
It was funny seeing him at the end, like just how it fuels his ego being at the top. My boy was shadowboxing in his room and everything. Like, yeah, these can't touch me. I like that part of his character.
That's my boy.
I really like this episode because this kind of go back to the Kage a little bit, but when Kage was explaining to Ishigami about like what the women like about men, and like she talked about like different like aspects like power, respect, intelligence, and I think that really goes into Shirogane's character, as like he knows he come from like a small like household that's not like well influenced like the Shiroganes or any of the other big household names, but in order to like stand out and show his worth to like society and even to like the people around him, he has to like try to be number one, keep number one, because that's like his biggest selling point.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that Shirogane is number one and Kaguya is number two, because I think everybody has major stakes when it comes to these exam rankings. like the grades are tied to something that they're striving for or trying to maintain. With Shirogane, it's his status because, like I said, lowborn, wasn't like raised in the school like everybody else. There's people that dislike him, which we haven't seen yet, but we probably will later. But he has to stay top dog to be perceived as top dog, because nobody's just going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Kaguya is somebody whose family lineage dictates that she be at the top. So I do wonder if her continuously being number two is going to affect her later in the future. Chica's allowance.
You know how it is, man. Get into the cash.
Yeah. Miko, we already talked about that. And the big person this episode, Ishigami, I want to save him for later, but
yeah,
he also has stakes, and or at least now he does, and doing good. So the next person to talk about is Kaguya. How y'all feeling about Kaguya this episode?
You want to go, Perry?
Nah, you go ahead, go, man. You the guest, man. Let guest go first.
All right. Yeah, these are the episodes I really like. Is like when they focus on like a specific character dynamic, like especially one that we don't get a lot. Like Kaguya and Ishigami is like the pairing I forgot I wanted. Like those two together, that shit is gold to me. I need more episodes like that. They work well off each other, and it was wholesome. Like she genuinely was looking out for him. It was a nice change of pace because usually, like they're all shitting on him or making him feel like a creep or like the awkward on now. But like she was like actually looking out for him.
Yeah, I kind of like how like Chika and Kage and Ishigami have like this kind of like big brother, big sister, little brother kind of scenario where like she's like looking out for him. Like she knows, like she's very observant of his attitude and the actions he take. So she's always there to like say, like in this episode, she talked about like how like, hey, are you sad? He was like, nah, I'm not sad. And then she knew immediately that he was feeling down about like his grades and everything. And even in an episode, she was like, hey yo, we finna get top 150. I'm gonna help you get Sabone. I'm gonna help you get your girl. Yeah. I really appreciate that about Kage because it kind of shows like some of her caring side that we don't really see because she usually seen in the light of like a manipulator to try to get her way. But just seeing these different sides of her are really good for her character.
Yeah, I think what's always kind of drilled into us is that Kaguya is not necessarily a great person. We talked about, me and Perry talked about this last episode, but she does a lot of things that are self-centered, and I don't think she's malicious necessarily, but she doesn't always think about others, like how we've seen how she treats Hayasaka. So when you see her relationship with Ishigami, it shows you, like Perry said, the caring side of her character, something that we typically don't see because usually it's always her working in the self-interest of trying to get a confession out of Shirogane or whatever shenanigans she's up to in a particular episode. But here, even though there is still some stake in it when it comes to herself, because you got to think, it has to hurt the student council's reputation to have someone, the treasurer, have such bad grades. But I don't really think that Kaguya's thinking about that. I think what she really wants out of this is for Ishigami to have confidence in himself. So it's not even about her trying to match make Ishigami with Tsubame. It's really just to make Ishigami feel like he's worth something, because that's a big problem with his character. So yeah, it's cool to see Kaguya actually give a fuck about somebody. V999 said, bruh, is dude speaking through a Nokia? He doing a bid right now, man. He gonna be back 2059. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, my bad, Joe.
Oh man,
Indestructible. Say you that.
Chica is an undersized center. Chica's an undersized center. She ain't built for this. She needs to stick with the games. Damn. Oh my god. 6'5" center in the 90s? That's disgusting.
Ain't that Charles Barkley?
Charles Barkley. Dennis Rodman was like 6'9", I think.
Yeah.
Chuck was like 6'6", but
and then you put Chica in a different era, she dominating.
What era? 70s with the plumbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like Kaguya this episode, man. There's more to talk about with her, but I mean, we can get down to it. Ishigami though was the big player in this episode. I feel like the first half was dedicated towards him. So, thoughts on Ishigami? Anybody? Shakz?
That's my guy, man. Best boy. These episodes are really like peak Kaguya for me. Like the episodes that focus on Ishigami season 2 were easily the highlight of the season. So yeah, I'm loving this. And I think the episode, if I'm wrong, it said part 1. So we're gonna get like more of these hopefully throughout the season. I'm looking forward to that. I like seeing Ishigami grow.
Yeah, because I definitely agree with Shaq's. Like the episodes Ishigami focus where you see his like his slow development from like season 2 of like have his problem with the old girl, and then like him losing self-confidence in himself, and then like have people like Kaguya and even like the I forgot what committee was he in the season 2.
Are you talking about the cheerleading?
Cheerleading?
Yeah, cheerleading thing. Yeah, it's just them helping him out and him getting like slowly getting out the depression of his like self-deprecating humor. And I just love seeing him trying to strive for something that at first he didn't want to go for because he was scared about it, but like having Kaguya there kind of pushed him to like, hey yo, I can do this. I'm glad she was there because yo, if he was doing that flower shit he was trying to do, woo.
Nigga was
Man.
trying to beat a Riddler and shit. What are you doing, bro? The Zodiac killer head ass? What
Nah,
the fuck
that
are you
was
doing?
wild.
I love how honest Kaguya was then. She was like, "Yeah, you really are creepy." Like,
Yeah.
And that whole thing is rooted in his lack of self confidence because he tried to explain it away, but really, why he wanted to go that route when it's all said and done, he wanted to go that route because he didn't want to directly confess and get let down that way. You go this roundabout, non-direct way, it leaves it up to whoever you're fancying to understand what you're saying and approach you. It's kind of, I think the episode was titled this, but it's kind of like a coward's way out of confessing.
yeah, that's a good point. He wants to save face while not getting like rejected at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shoot your shot. That's what y'all telling him? You just walk up to her.
I mean, shit. Listen.
Did it the what's that shit called? The kabang?
You talking about Kabadon? The
Kabadon,
wall
yeah.
slam thing?
Yeah, wall slam. Boom.
Nah, he gonna he gonna scare the holes for sure. They fucking scattering in the wind like roaches in the light.
Hold on, man. Kaguya-sama is 1 for 1 because then old boy's boyfriend do that and get her.
Kashiwagi, yeah.
Yeah, see, 1 for 1, man.
Technically 2 for 2 because Shirogane did it, but because like Kaguya's on the other side of the door, and they got her flustered. So I don't know, but okay, this is where the theories comes in. What do you think is going to come from Ishigami and Tsubame? Shakz first.
I don't see that shit working out long term. I think it's just gonna be like an obstacle towards him like gaining more confidence. Like even if you get rejected, like that it sets you free, right? Like you have an answer. So I think even that'll help him grow. I don't see that shit working out a long time. Hey man, I'm rooting for my Miko shit, man. I need that to happen.
So okay, what about you, Perry? What do you think?
Same, man. I need that ship to die so my Miko ship could rise up from the ashes, pick that boy up.
See, okay, like I agree because I'm also on the Miko Ishigami train, but it's exactly what Shaq said. I think that relationship isn't going to work out for 2 reasons. And there's a big reason that wasn't even really explored too much. They could just kind of said it, pass it by. But this girl is in her 3rd year. It's not the age gap necessarily because it's only 2 years apart. But in a high school anime, bro, is not happening. I'll tell you, it's not happening.
It's not.
Look at Fruit Basket with my boy name. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Satsuki?
Haru and Rain?
No. Through the council.
Oh, you talking about Yuki and
No, not Yuki. Other guy, the glasses.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, fuck! What was his name? Little Runt.
Yeah.
You talking about the Little Runt and Mokoto?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Motoko.
dude that confessed at the end.
Yeah, and the student counselor, the nigga his name is Now. That was his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that. I don't know why you said that because that didn't happen.
Oh no! I'm just saying. Like I was trying to think of a moment. And I remember that happened in Fruit Basket.
Yeah. It's just for not even like character reasons, for a story reason, how this is structured. I believe we're going to focus on characters past their 2nd year, past Shirogane, Kaguya's, Chika's 2nd year. So if we go into the next year, with how things work in anime in high schools in particular, usually when someone graduates, you're not seeing them motherfuckers again. And if you do, you're going to see them very sparingly. So if Ishigami were to confess or something, I just can't see that happening and it maintaining throughout the entire series after that. I think what Shat said is dead on. I think all this is, or what Tsubame is going to serve, is like she's like this objective to, it's kind of like this Killua situation. He has to get the demons out of his mind when it comes to wanting to confess in the first place. Because that's his problem. He doesn't even feel like he can directly confess to someone. I think his character arc when it comes to her relevance in the story will end at him confessing and possibly getting rejected. Even if she accepts, I don't think it will last.
I think he's gonna get his grades up, and then he's gonna muster up the courage to confess, get rejected, and it's gonna be all good because at least he's like developed as a person getting there.
Yeah.
So like he still has the experience he gained.
It's all about the journey rather than the destination. The destination isn't Tsubame. It's becoming a better person when it comes to gaining self-confidence, actually caring about his grades. What he's going to get from his love for her is going to be more valuable than actually getting with her, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, Satsuki, you talk about like how some people graduate from high school, they don't come back. Well, I got a character for you, Haruno from Snafu. She was always back in high school.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god! We was vibing, man. We was vibing, bro.
She came back. She was always back.
Bro, heart. Oh my god, bro. Grown ass woman, why are you here? Fucking with high schoolers. What is wrong with you, bro?
Man, checking out what's going on, man. Those high schools who peak, going back. I used to run these schools, man, back in the day.
That's great, man. She literally had no hobbies.
Just casually going out to eat with them. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, hard was hilarious in hindsight, but yeah.
My girl. No, but I definitely see like this is a necessary point in Ishigami's development because I think it started with like him with old girl and like her being in a relationship and like him not being able to confront her about like her boyfriend cheating on her, and like this next step is like, okay, I like this girl and I'm actually trying to pursue her in a confident way, and then even if this doesn't go the right way, I feel like the next step would be actually getting a girlfriend, which would hopefully be Miko to push my ship along. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man, she gonna see the development, man. She gonna see him.
Yeah. Oh, cause she was down my nigga. She was like, "Hey, yo, just don't fail as you usually do." And he was like, "I got it." Put his hair back, slick back. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that's the
interesting, man.
That's the interesting thing about this is because we're all on the same page with this, but a lot of the issues that Miko has with Ishigami is his low drive, his poor grades. It's kind of like he's building himself up to the ideal person in Miko's eyes and trying to pursue Tsubame. So that I feel like that's another reason. And also the things that he liked in Tsubame are things that I feel Miko possesses. Because he said something like, she looked out for me, she's kind-hearted by nature. I mean, I believe Miko's the same way.
He was like talking to teachers on his behalf.
Yeah, she's looked out way more for him than Tsubame has. She was motherfucking copping, please, boy. Please don't expel this nigga.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about Miko coming in the last minute just to sneak up the finished goods, man. She wasn't there shooting the gym with Ishigami, man.
Nah, man. She gonna get him in a. See, this what's gonna happen. He gonna flame out in the postseason, get swept by Tsubame, get in the off season, do his little training and shit, and then Miko gonna be she gonna be the championship ring. You know what I'm saying? The second year.
Inevitable, man. It's inevitable.
Yeah, we got to.
Can't wait, man. With like the whole Miko, like I can't find a good man, and just got me with a
beat it, chick. Hell nah, nigga. So yeah, I really love that moment though with Ishigami going into the bathroom and letting himself vent because Kaguya even asked him, you feel bitter about this? And he was like, nah, trying to play it off, whatever. Went into the bathroom, got his little gamer rage out and shit, let off a couple of M-bombs. You know how Call of Duty niggas do it.
Yeah, facts, man.
You know what I'm saying? And this is another minor thing, or like seemingly minor thing that I feel is major, but Kaguya walks in the bathroom with him, And I don't think we really think about it because it's just like, oh yeah, Kaguya's just trying to, lift up his spirits. But you got to also think Kaguya's a Shinomiya, and they're a prestigious family. She can't even go to mixers and karaoke sessions and shit. So I feel like her going into the bathroom and possibly somebody seeing her, that could cause a scandal. I think that shows you how much she cares about Ishigami.
That's a good point. She was putting her friend over her family reputation. That's a big thing. I didn't really look at it like that.
Oh yeah.
And she's kind of done this before because when she was studying with Ishigami, I don't know if this is second season. Yeah, it was the second season. When they were studying, they were in the library, and two hating ass bitches was like, "Oh, look at Ishigami, fuck that nigga," and then they were like trying to talk to Kaguya, like, "Oh, why are you hanging out with him? He's such a delinquent. He sucks." And then she told him off. Like, she doesn't. I'm not going to say she doesn't care about her appearance because she does, but when it comes to her friends, she will look any type of way. She won't care. She's willing to take a hit in her reputation when it comes to the people that she fucks with.
Yeah, that's so true.
And she'll talk some shit too.
Yeah.
Oh, facts. She do it in French too.
Hey, oh man, the way she ripped apart that one chick. And the Shirogane didn't even know what was going on. God damn, boy. God damn.
Another thing I like about this episode was the fact that like Ishigami failed, because I like the realistic of it, because it's like you can't just go from like a slacker to like just a few study sessions to be like top 150 at your school. And I feel like this kind of like, and like even though he was like dreading it and like cursing himself for like not being able to crack 150, I'm like, yeah, you don't get it all in one go. You have to like work on it progressively, get better and better and better at your craft. You can't just like think you could just like, because he even mentioned himself, like he was like, I thought I could be like a hero, slack off, but when I really put my mind to it, I could achieve my goals.
Yeah, man. I just seen a Twitter video the other day. Nigga tried to be an anime character. Guess what? Got his ass whooped.
Okay, relax, man. Relax. The beginning part was grade A. He almost had him, man. He almost had that little man. He almost had him.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's why you gotta train every day, boy. You can't come in here, get that little, mentor, get the Bankai in 3 days, nigga. No, nigga, we've been working on this shit for ages, boy. This shit don't come easy. Fuck wrong with you?
I like that it really bothered him too, because it's realistic, man. Like, of course you'd be bitter. Like, he genuinely tried. Like, that boy was studying, and he still took an L.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part. Shakz know about this, man. You study and you still get that grade back. Shit.
I've been scared to check my grade before. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, facts. I take it as in. I'll be like, well, I guess I'll see you at the end of the year.
like, do I really want to ruin my day today? I'll just look at it tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
And Kaguya was really pressing him on that because I feel she wanted to know that he put all his effort into that, because him failing is, she in her mind is, I can still help him, I can still save him, but did you actually put everything into trying to be the best that you could be? And he did. He fell short, but I mean, he's in his first year. He at least escaped from repeating a grade, so there's a lot of time for him to improve on himself. And I like how Kaguya's an X factor in that, because we seen it with Shirogane and what he did for Ishigami, but Kaguya's a big factor in his betterment as well. So, man, shout out to the senpais, man. What the fuck is Chika doing for him?
Whoa! Just keeping that nigga straight. Keep his head on straight, man. Teach him about the games,
man. And I was gonna say this, but Chika was doubting him too, because Kaguya was like, "Oh yeah, Ishigami studying," and Miko was like, "Fuck no," and Chika did the same. I'm like, "Yo, bruh."
Hey, yo, man. Okay, first of all, we have to talk a dialogue. Chika's a better teacher than Kaguya. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
All right, so she helped Shirogane. He couldn't reach. See when Kaguya helped Shirogane, Kaguya tried to help Ishigami reach his 150 goal. She couldn't do it. But Chika She turned that boy Shirogane into a volleyball master. Got his voice right. She doing this shit, man.
Nah, he wasn't no master.
Got his voice right?
That nigga was like what's that garbage ass nigga from Haikyuu? The one that want to get in for like one play and then still fuck up.
Yamaguchi?
Yeah, man,
The cat-looking
Yamaguchi.
nigga.
And nigga was Yamaguchi, and I'm not talking about Yamaguchi when he was doing them high ass sirs. I'm talking about when he first appeared, nigga. That's who he was.
What you mean? He went to the old nigga at the shack. He's like, hey, yo, man, train me. who are you?
Oh man, but I don't know. Chica's with the shits, and she has a multitude of skills and shit. I won't take that away from her, but I don't know. She doesn't have the same weight in her dynamics with other characters. Even with Kaguya, which is so weird. I feel more invested with the Hayasaka and Kaguya relationship than I do with Chika and Kaguya.
Yeah, Hayasaka definitely feels like more of a best friend to Kaguya than Chika.
Yeah.
She a slave. What's wrong with her? I think slavery is friendship.
Wait, I do want, because we got to talk about we got to talk about
That ain't her real name. Shit, all these different personalities.
That's what I'm saying. That's the big point. She on the sensuy shit. So they showed you this graphic towards the end of the episode. I has about 5 personas, or at least 4 that we know of. We have Mr. Hethroth. Woo! Mr. H. Mr. H. We ain't doing this.
That name was kicking my ass. I think it's like Harataka, something like that.
We ain't doing this. Mr. H. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. I don't need no weebs in the hey, it's actually pronounced Mr. H, nigga. You know what I'm talking about. We got Mr. H, who this is the persona that Chika knows of, the male servant, because she's hiding her servitude towards Kaguya from Chika. We also have the eye that's in school. It was weird how they labeled it, because I guess it's kind of like how like Luffy has the Gear 4, but it's different forms of the Gear 4. It was like I, but school form. But maid form. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
She's a master of disguise, man. Her talents are wasted at the house.
Hey man, she got to be making big bread. She
got facts.
Who knows though? I feel the Shino Meals might be on some slavery shit. Who knows?
Our family is born to be slaves. Shout out Eldians.
Hey, bro, calm down, nigga.
What's going on, man? What, man?
But yeah, we have Mr. H. We have Mrs. H, which I told Perry. What did I tell you? I told you they finna really do this shit, because they revealed to you that I was still talking to Shirogane.
Yeah, you did say that. You did.
They finna do this.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
So Shakz, you wasn't here when I gave out this theory. When we were talking about the episode where I went to the karaoke mixer thing with Shirogane, I was like, they're playing this up like it's a joke, but I actually think at some point that there's going to be a love triangle between Shirogane, and Kaguya. What do you think?
I really hope not, but like I can see it happening. I don't want that to happen, man, because Hayasaka's like a rider for Kaguya. She's known her the longest. So nah, man, I don't want that for their dynamic.
Hey, man, you know what they say about betrayal? It doesn't come.
I feel like it's more about pride for Hayasaka. Like, she's used to getting any man she wants, and here's like this guy, this clueless idiot that Kaguya's in love with or whatever, that can't catch a clue. Like, he'll be so easy to seduce, and it just doesn't work on him. So I think it's like her pride at this point. Like, she wants to show Kaguya, like, yo, I could take him out if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna.
But see, that's how it started, but I don't think that's how it was going to end or how it's going to develop. Because with what Shirogane was saying in that episode, with him saying that she should be herself and her pushing back by saying everybody wears masks around people and whatnot, because they have this continued communication between each other, I feel like she's going to see the good qualities in Shirogane that Kaguya sees and eventually fall for him. I don't know if it's going to work vice versa with Shirogane falling for her as well. I feel like Shirogane is locked into Kaguya, but he may feel so. The way I see it, I feel like this may be a situation which we're all familiar with since we all watched ReZero. It may be a situation with like Subaru, how he feels towards Emilia and Rem. He loves them both, but he still got a main. We still got a main. That might happen with Shirogane. He may feel something for both of them, but Kaguya is still going to be his number one.
I hope not, man. I don't want this love triangle drama. At least not with them.
See, you see what I'm going with it, Shakz. But
it's hard to disagree. She went ham in the karaoke room. I'm not gonna lie, man. She was going nuts that episode.
Yeah.
Man, she got a job to do. Got to finish that job, man. The job, like Kobe said, man. Job not finished.
Job not
Like
finished.
she turned the mic off at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
nigga
She's
was
tweaking, bro. She's tweaking.
But we talked about, you know, because one thing that you brought up, Shakz, was how like she has this friendship with Kaguya and whatnot. I want to propose another theory. Do we believe that Ai is super friendly towards Kaguya, like genuinely? Is that genuine?
I think it's yes. I think she genuinely has Kaguya's best interest at heart, but it's just that like Kaguya's so childish sometimes. Literally, she has like a toddler, so she's kind of just like fed up because she's so behind in terms of like how you should act in social situations at their ages. So she's like kind of like her caretaker in more than one way.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
What about you, Perry?
Yeah, I think she has her best interest in I guess she has her best interest in heart. I think it's one of the situations where like I don't know. I personally see like we would probably get like a flashback of like Kaguya and Hayasaka and like how they first met each other and like because I feel like they probably was raised closer to each other. Kind of like Hayasaka was like serving Kaguya since she was like a little kid. So I guess like seeing their relationship develop, and I feel like after spending so much time with somebody, I feel like they're naturally close and friendly with each other. Cause I think even Kaguya mentioned it during that one episode. She's like, we're very similar, almost like sisters.
The way I look at it, I do think the sister bond between them is going to remain, but I think it's a lot more complicated than the show is letting on. I do feel, at least on Hayasaka's side, there is some resentment towards Kaguya, and it's more than just the little petty stuff that she was bringing up, like, oh, you don't treat me as well as you should treat me better. I really do think that's going to be honed in on later, but that's just how I feel. But I do think at the end of the day they're going to be cordial with each other and they're still going to love each other, but I don't think things are as good as they seem.
Definitely a weird dynamic. Like she attends a school with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's definitely a weird dynamic between like serving someone and also like being like one of their best friends and being the same age as them and like go to school. You know what I mean? Like it's complicated. It is weird.
And then we don't know how. Do I got echo? Okay, we good. And then we don't know how Kaguya's family is going to treat the situation because that's a big wild card that can be thrown in at any point in time. We talked about this, Shakz, me and Perry, about how Kaguya's relationship with Shirogane may go. I feel like that's going to be an obstacle in of itself because of the family name of the Shinomiyas. Even though Shirogane is an accomplished person, top of the class, student council president, because he does not come from affluence, because he is still a broke ass nigga, they not gonna fuck with him and they won't allow that relationship to happen. So
yeah,
I feel like the family side of things may play a part in a lot of different avenues. But with when it comes to I feel like there may be resentment coming from being in a position to where she comes from a family of servants, so everybody's been like kind of raised to do this, and I feel like she may look at it like, yo, I'm just as smart as Kaguya. I can do all this other shit. I be doing spy work. I can fucking put on any persona you want, nigga. I'm basically fucking KO Nagi in this bitch. I'm as smart as Jimmy Neutron in this bitch, but I'm still a servant. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there may be some build up when it comes to the family ties, and like her trying to like break out of that role. Maybe.
I think it'd be weird if Hayasaka spent the rest of her life serving Kaguya. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like once she's done with high school, it's a wrap. Like, you know what I mean?
But that's why I say I feel like that's going to play a big role, because how it's told to us of her this being a family thing, it should continue past their high school days. But because of how Kaguya feels about the sisterly bond, and I don't even think they're supposed to have that bond, but because she does feel that way for her, what you said, if they are true friends, she can't stay her servant. But that's a paradox.
Yeah. And also for Kaguya's development, like she can't forever be that like this dependent on Hayasaka. She has to end up she has to eventually be her own person, go out into the real world, and like learn how to function in society. Because she's pretty helpless without her staff.
For sure. Hayasaka does a lot of carrying, for sure. This coming from a Kaguya fan, Stan.
You know who's the mastermind?
Well, you know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
Kaguya, man.
Tree's telling me she's a puppet, and Kayasaka the puppeteer, man.
Hey, chill out, nigga.
My bad, man. My bad.
Yeah,
That's what
man.
she's telling me, man. My bad.
She's just like one of the help options whenever you playing what's that game? How to Be a Millionaire or some shit?
Phone and a friend.
Yeah, Phone and a Friend. She a little line. Man said got his voice right. You sure? He caught a body with the voice of karaoke. Which Hayasaka costume you guys rocking with? Femboy is up there, but I gotta go with schoolgirl Hayasaka. That sounds wrong, but it's probably right.
They like the tux one. The tux.
So Femboy.
Oh, if it one, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Take that back. I think the her when she's actually out, the casual look.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
So Miss
Like the
Miss
persona
H.
she plays against around Shirogane, I think that's her best look.
Yeah, cause she got them slave clothes, man. Y'all want to see her back in slave clothes, slave hours?
Hold on. So, which do you think is more accurate to her actual character out of those personas?
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what she's like with people outside of Kaguya. Like she's putting on an act around Shirogane.
Do you think there's a little bit of like a genuine in all those characters, or do you think it's completely there's
I
complete? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, I was gonna say, I think it's definitely like, I think some of her came out like at that karaoke night thing, but I don't think she makes them up like completely, unless it's like, you know, the clearly just for gag shit, like what she was doing at the sleepover. Like that's obviously just a joke, but yeah, I would say there's definitely some of like her actual personality and those like other characters she plays.
Okay. So it was one more thing. Yeah. Okay. So Shirogane actually saw Miss H with Kaguya, which he didn't know they had a relationship before, unless they were talking on the phone and he found out that way. So what do you think might come from that? Because now he knows that they know each other.
He's probably gonna be paranoid that she's gonna like tell Kaguya about like them like out and everything.
Okay.
cause he hates when Kaguya finds out about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think even the episode like the karaoke when she found when he thought she found out about the karaoke for somebody else, he tried to make a point of like telling her himself like, hey, this really happened. I want you to get no like wrong ideas about something that may not be there.
Yeah. I think it's always a good moment, even though this whole show is like a tease to that relationship. There comes moments where they break down and they let go of that pride to make things clear. Like they'll stop bullshitting for a second and be like, okay, like this is how I really feel, but even though I still can't really tell you, it's interesting. It's interesting. I think that's pretty much everything I want to say with this episode, man. If y'all want to add something.
One thing I want to say is we need more of Miyuki's little sister, man. I like the role she played at the sleepover when she was egging Chika on. That's a good duo right there.
Yeah.
I feel like she's underused.
K is an interesting character. If we go into we have to go on next year. I believe K is only a year younger than Ishigami and Miko, so she might go to that school as well. So that could
Oh yeah, it's true.
That could shake things up.
Yeah, I like the dynamic she has with the girls.
If she could get in though, I don't know, man. Her grades might not be up to par.
Hey man, she's a brother, she's a sister of Shirogane. She'll get her grades up.
Oh, man.
She aired him out too, man. She held nothing back. Like this nigga be looking at his phone smiling. What you smiling about, nigga? We poor.
Yeah.
Happy.
And that's a little thing too, that like a cool detail is the fact that they show you that they sleep in the same room, like just to drive home how poor they are, because like she knows everything this nigga is up to. Like there's no privacy because they broke. And man, dad got to do better, bro. I know he depressed, but dad got to do better, bro.
He trying to find him a new wife, man.
Man, I couldn't tell. Wasn't he fucking hanging out at the festival and shit?
Yeah, a new
drinking
wife.
Beers.
Yeah, a new wife.
Man, he was talking to Kaguya. What you talking about?
You leaving here with something that Sasuke keep telling you that.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. That nigga. He funny as hell though. That nigga's funny as hell.
No shame. Like can't support and the beer. He was dressed. He was chilling.
That nigga said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I ain't got shit else to do. What the fuck you talking about? I'm chilling." Yeah, that's my boy. Then when Kaguya called him when Shirogane was in the bath, his dad picked up. Yeah. Why did he pick up him? By the way, he knew that was his phone. He's still picking up his shit. Yeah. Shout out to the fathers in Kaguya-sama, except for Kaguya-sama's father.
Whoa. He could be a good guy, man. He could be a misunderstood father.
Hey, a bitch.
Whoa.
Bitch.
You want best for the daughter, man. You tell me this, you a millionaire, work your hardest off to make a company a $1 million enterprise, global brand, and your daughter talking to some bum?
Hey, chill out, bro. As student council president, that's President Shirogane to you. Kaicho?
That's a bum to me, man. What's his net worth, man?
Shit, wait, hold on. You gotta wait. You gotta give him 3 years. Damn, let him be an adult first.
See, Kevin Sayers told me this very important lesson. Marriage is not about love. It's about political gain.
Well, that's like I said, give him 3 more years. He'll have you cleaning out his mansion, nigga.
Oh man, you can tell something about a person by the way their parents look. Man, his father's a deadbeat.
Hey, nah, bro. He gonna beat the allegations for sure.
Hope so. I hope so.
Read some of the comments. Now she really cares for Kaguya, similar to a little brother or sister. They annoy you, but you still love them. Yeah, I ultimately believe there's love between those two characters, but I feel like there's a deeper resentment that hasn't been totally uncovered, just kind of touched on a little bit here and there. So
you're right, because like they're both going through their youth at the same time, and Hayasaku's like giving up her youth to to like babysit Kaguya. You know what I mean? So like she is kind of getting robbed of like her own teenage experience. Like she seems way more mature than the rest.
Yeah, it's crazy too. Like how like socially proficient Hayasaka is. But I guess that's probably being a maid. But like if you're a maid for like majority of your life, I guess you have to be like socially like proficient.
I'm pretty based on how things are. I would assume she had training to be that way, and that may be a part of like her backstory, what she had to do to get to this point. Because we kind of just like laugh at it, like, oh shit, Hayasaka could be she could be a spy at any moment. She could do this, she could do that, but she had to have training for all that shit. Unless they're just going to explain it away as this is a gag, don't look at it. I feel like Kaguya is a little more. It's a little more polished than that. So her backstory, along with Kaguya's, is going to be something special because they've been holding that over our head. How Kaguya used to be really cold. We've seen glimpses of it, but we haven't seen it all. So, yeah. We still got a lot of interesting things to look forward to, and not to mention my girl Mako, I think that's her name, or Maki. Was it Mako or Maki?
Man. Can't wait to that Shirogami Civil War arc. Woo! Pick your team, branch family or main family.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
She was hilarious, man. She was like, by the way, they both think I'm cute, and then just close the door.
Hey man, talk your shit. Let that nigga know.
Can't wait for the tuning exam arc.
I mean, I'm rooting for her. She ain't gonna get Kashiwagi's boyfriend, but I'm rooting for her. Anything else you want to get, I'll root for you.
She might, man. She got Ichigami in the back pocket. She got Shirogane too. Man. That's a bad, nasty duo. It's gonna be Ed and Eddie, just over the Three Stooges.
Yeah, she just said they said was she cute. That's it, nigga.
That's all you need. It's how I start, man. You say 1 second you say she cute, next minute take all your money, leaving you out the kids, we're out the house. Leave me alone, Cheryl. Leave me alone.
What happened to you? Very damn.
Oh, my bad, man.
You got PTSD.
Yeah, man.
But all right, I think we covered everything. We went over an hour, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the guests, Shakz, you know what I'm saying, coming through on the bed, nigga.
Yeah. Come on, man. Thought Joe was stopping the Kaguya review.
You know
Never.
I was down you, man. They said he was gonna come out. They said gonna be like, "Oh, I fell asleep again." Typical Shaq's behavior.
Oh boy.
No. Yo, I was like, around like 5:45. I'm like, oh, they're watching the episode. All right, cool, almost time. And I was like, I did. I spent 15 minutes figuring out how to connect these wireless earphones, man.
Yo,
This is trash.
Shaqz, I was ready to count your ass out. I was already planning on what
man.
I was gonna do.
I was at the buzzer, man.
But man, we done did it again. Episode 5, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I'm saying? Morgan coming to chat. Peace.